Here on this channel, we love to talk about stuff that's geeky, good, and nostalgic, and one of those things just happens to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's recently been the most prominent brand on the channel. You guys love whenever I talk about it, and the past few weeks, it's been hard to make content based on it because normally I can reach back to previous Turtles content and come up with a nice video topic on the spot and talk about it with you guys that day. But since it became a big struggle to do that, paired with the lack of updates for any recent TMNT projects, it's just been hard to make content around it. It seems as though that's just reversed in our favor though, because last week, we got the trailer and announcement for Master Splinter being added to TMNT Shredder's Revenge, and today we got a whole bunch of news that'll give us more insight on Seth Rogen's upcoming TMNT 2023 feature film reboot. Now, before we dive into the information we got about this upcoming project, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me and the notification bell right next to it so you don't miss a single video that I post. If you end up enjoying the video, leaving a like will always help me out a ton, and dropping a comment down below, having discussions, all that good stuff, yeah, it goes a long way. Seth Rogen's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, this animated movie, we have talked about it plenty of times here on the channel, but here today we have official news coming from official sources. Okay, I say today, it was yesterday. This is straight from Paramount, Nickelodeon, ViacomCBS, the powers that be. This is from them. No speculation here. You don't have to trust my sources or go based on a grain of salt because A, I don't have sources, and B, this is official word. This was an announcement. Paramount had a whole event yesterday where they explained a bunch of stuff that would be coming based on their properties. One of their properties is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so obviously we got some cool new Ninja Turtles news here today. Let's read what they had to say officially straight from the source. Big Ninja update. TMNT Mania takes over in 2023, kicking off with Seth Rogen's new animated take coming to theaters. Nick Animation will fast follow the film with a series of exclusive movies for Paramount Plus, each centering on one villain and never before told tales. Now that's a lot. I mean, it's a short, concise statement, but one that packs a lot of information and just gets the wheels turning for us to talk and speculate and gives me a whole lot of new content ideas. Do you know how many videos I can make based on this statement of speculating what villains are gonna get movies? No, but really, let's talk about this. Okay, let me go ahead and say this first before any of you in the comments try to tell me about it. I already know, yes, the designs are floating out there somewhere. It's concept art, but I'm pretty sure what appears in that concept art is pretty close to what will be in the film, if not exactly what it will be in the film. Normally I'm shooting stuff down like, no, that's not what it's gonna look like. You don't know that. Where are you getting it from? Show me your receipts. That's how I normally am when somebody tries to send me a picture of designs and I've heard from it and it's like coming out of the blue. I'd shoot it down quickly and be like, no, I'm waiting till the official designs get here. But no, I believe it this time. And the reason I believe that these are real is exactly why you're not seeing them in my video. People have been posting these images of the turtles all around the internet, getting their posts taken down. The copyright holders, ViacomCBS, Nickelodeon, whoever is striking people, they're taking down their posts. If you have a picture of these turtles anywhere on any social media, if you're making a video about it, if you're posting it on any platform, take it down, or Nickelodeon or Viacom, whoever is coming after you, and they will take it down themselves. Now, I guess you could make the argument that maybe they want to take it down because it falsely represents what the turtles will actually look like in their movie, but that's not normally how these things go. Companies normally go out and try to take stuff down when it is what's going to be revealed. So I'm not going to show it in this video. I thought about it at first. I mean, initially I was definitely going to do it because I saw, posts with the verified check mark posting the art. So I was like, oh, it must be safe to share. But then if you go look at those posts now, those pictures are gone. Now I'm talking about those specific posts. I'm sure the designs are still floating around somewhere. It's the internet. They're not gone forever. So if you really want to find it, you can. You're just not getting it from me. Being on the safe side. But I will talk about the designs. I guess you could take a break here, pause, look at them, and then come back and hear my thoughts. But I have the same feelings that I had towards Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when those designs were first revealed. Also had this gut feeling when I first saw them that I would be seeing the vast majority of the fan base react a certain way. And yeah, it's just a repeat of that whole event. I don't hate the designs. I think that they look pretty cool. They look unique. They look like the Ninja Turtles. And from everything we've heard from Seth Rogen about these being younger kids, they will actually be voiced by teenagers, and this sort of coming of age tale that they will be giving this iteration of the Ninja Turtles, which I'm guessing will be a whole arc that will be spread across multiple films. We'll get to see them grow up, which is really cool. This is a good starting point for them. They're very thin and small. They look very youthful. This is an approach that I haven't really talked about in depth on the channel, but if you guys don't know, I've been conceptualizing my own version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just as a love letter to the brand, writing my own little fan stories based on it. And throughout my tale, I would have my turtles grow up throughout the story, and you get to actually see them physically evolve as well as their characterizations, them becoming more wise over time. I think that's what they're doing here. They're going to have these turtles be put in a position where they are built for long-term storytelling. So that's very exciting. Now we got to talk about the second piece of the statement, these Paramount Plus exclusive movies. We know the Ninja Turtles movie itself will be on the big screen. Just get your tickets, go to the theaters, put butts in seats and watch the film. But they're also catering to streaming. This is great. While it's not in the same way that I proposed they should do it a few months ago in my video where I talked about a new iteration of the Turtles coming to Paramount Plus, theoretically, if you were going to bring the series back to the small screen, I would say do it through that streaming platform, just to kind of give a new breath of life into how you present this brand to the viewers. They're doing that. They're doing it, just not in the way that I presented it. The way that they are doing it is by giving movies, not a TV series, but a series of films dedicated to the Turtles Rogues Gallery. So I guess kind of similar to how Sony is making a series of films based on Spider-Man's villains, you know? Like we have Venom, Let There Be Carnage, we have Morbius coming out, Kraven the Hunter. Just each of his villains are getting solo movies in that Sony Venom verse. It seems that TMNT is doing a similar thing with the Seth Rogen universe by taking the Turtles Rogues Gallery and making a series of animated feature films for each villain. That's actually really, really cool. The moment I saw this, I was like, brilliant. Previous TMNT iterations on film haven't really had the time to dive into the villain as much as the four turtles themselves. We never really connected to what they have going on in their motivations as much as we do the main four brothers. Even the 90s movies, I love those movies. I love the Shredder in those movies, but you can't say that he is as fleshed out as the main cast. So breaking away, putting it on a streaming service, giving us an hour and a half to 2 hours with each of these villains before they go back to the big screen and duke it out with the turtles for us to care. Beautiful, beautiful. Whoever thought of that idea, give them a raise right now. Now, like I said earlier, this is an entire slate of videos. What movies are we gonna get? They don't say how many. They don't say who's getting a movie. I'm guessing Shredder will be the big bad for this first one. Maybe they'll save him and build him up. I don't know. I want a Baxter Stockman movie. I don't know, a Rat King movie. Who doesn't want a Rat King movie? I'll leave my ideas at the door for now. We'll talk about those in some future videos, but down in the comments below, let me know what villain you want to see get a solo film on Paramount Plus. Anybody's fair game. And it's not like it's impossible to happen because they just said it here. They're making villain movies. Never before told tales of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles villains starring in their own films. How crazy is that? I never in a million years would have thought we'd be getting something like this. It's what I said earlier on the channel in a previous video. I forget which one. I think I've said it multiple times across multiple videos. This is what you do, Viacom. This is what you do, Nickelodeon. This is what I've been wanting. Breathing new life into the Turtles brand. You have such a great franchise on your hands. The past few years, it's been kind of quiet. Even when Rise was airing, even though personally, I think Rise was a really fun show, I have no hate towards it whatsoever. I know that that's a whole can of worms to open about Turtles fans fighting over Rise. Shut up. Even during that time, love Rise or hate it, you gotta admit, the brand overall wasn't as vocal of a standpoint in terms of pop culture and the media as it was during the 2012 era. And good lord, the franchise has never been quite as big as it was back in the 80s and 90s when that whole era was going around. We've never gotten back to that point. But I've always been of the belief that it can get back to that, or at least some form of it, right? Bring the Turtles up to that status over the next 10, 15, 20 years. Chip away at it. Make them be a more vocal point in that pop culture circle. Let people get just as hyped for Turtles as they do Star Wars and Marvel and DC. You can do it. Cater to different demographics. Have a little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toddler show on Nick Jr., but another show on Nick. Give adults a more gritty show on Paramount Plus. You can have multiple iterations running at the same time, catering to different audiences. Give us a AAA game like Insomniac gave to Spider-Man. Find a studio to do that for Turtles. I don't know, Sucker Punch, somebody. I don't know. There's so much you can do with the brand. Viacom, you can make it happen, and it looks like you're doing it. This is great. Seth Rogen's animated film coming to theaters 2023. Doing something unique, like I said, with these villain movies, man. I'm all for it. Expand that universe. Let's see what else Viacom has up their sleeves with the Turtles brand. How are you feeling? Are you excited for the Turtles to be back in the public eye again? I hope this movie shakes out well, and I hope it performs well. I don't know. I'm super excited. I'm over the moon. I'm smiling throughout this whole video. Yeah, it's a great time to be a Turtles fan right now. Anyway, let me know what your thinking down in the comments below. Do you like the designs? Do you hate them? I'm not showing you them. That's your job. How do you feel about the news? Great news, horrible news? What do you want to see out of this brand? Be vocal. You still have a right to say what you want. And you can dislike things if you want to dislike them. We're fans. It's fine. Whatever the case may be, just sound off and have a big discussion with everybody in the comments. If you see somebody commenting down there, reply to their comment and have a back and forth conversation. Go ahead and make a friend today. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell right next to it so you don't miss a single video that I post. Here we talk about all things geeky, good, and nostalgic. Obviously, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles falls under that umbrella. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and share it around with anyone you think may be interested. And I hope you guys are taking it easy, having a nice day, drinking your water. Stay safe out there. And as always, I've been Geekly, you've been awesome, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cowabunga, dudes.